Hey guys, welcome back to another weekly episode of Cooking with Patrick and Dominique, the world's greatest sous chef. Today we're going to be making Japanese curry, specifically chicken katsu curry. It's pretty simple to make, and yeah, so let's get to it. Okay, so here we have all our ingredients we're going to be using today. First we have golden curry. This curry tastes a lot like the actual curry does in Japan from like Coco's and stuff like that. So that's what I like to use. It's a nostalgia thing for me. If you want to make your own homemade curry, good luck. Anyway, next is eggs. We have chicken. These chicken breasts are already thinly sliced, so that works out good for us. We have long grain rice, flour. I'm going to be trying out avocado oil today. I'll let you guys know if it comes out good. Usually I fry stuff in olive oil, but olive oil has a low smoke point, so the house gets all smoky. This oil has a high smoke point, so hopefully it comes out good, and it's supposed to be good for you. Then next you have Panko breadcrumbs. These are important. They're essential to the texture of the chicken when you fry it. If you don't have panko, that's okay. Just take normal white bread without the crust and lightly blend it up till you have like, I don't know if you can see, but the breadcrumbs of panko are flaky. So you'll blend up normal white bread until it's flaky and then toast it in a pan before you bread the chicken in it. And then for seasonings, just basic, I'm gonna use a little bit of paprika, garlic, and onion powder, and then black pepper. And that's it. The first thing we're gonna start off with is rice. I'm using a rice cooker. It takes a lot of experimenting to figure out the exact ratio you wanna use when you're making rice in a rice cooker, because each of them cook a little bit differently. But what I do is a 1-to-1 ratio, so 1 cup of rice, 1 cup of water. And usually I'll add a little bit of extra water, but not too much. I've tried like a 2-to-1, but that overcooks the rice. 1.5 cups also overcooks the rice for me. So I just use a 1-to-1 and add a little bit of water as needed. Another important thing you're gonna wanna do is rinse your rice before you use it. Everything I've seen has said to rinse it 3 times. I've also not rinsed rice. It comes out fine too, but I like the rice to be super clean for curry. So I'm gonna rinse it 3 times. And see you back. The next thing you're gonna wanna do is set up a station, 1 for flour, 1 for eggs, and 1 for panko. I start off with 2 eggs because I don't wanna use a bunch of eggs and waste. You can always add on. And then a lot of people say to season your chicken first, but I also like to season all 3 of these things as well. Garlic powder and onion powder, I'm gonna add about a tablespoon to each of these things. For paprika, I'm gonna add about maybe a teaspoon to each of these. Not really a big deal. I just like it for a little bit of color. And then pepper, however much you want to add really. I like pepper a lot, so I add a bit more than you probably will want to. Okay, and obviously once you add all the extra seasonings, I'm just gonna whisk up the eggs. Now that all 3 stations have all the ingredients nice and mixed together, next is gonna be the chicken. And again, I'm just using chicken breast that's thinly sliced. If you can only find whole chicken breasts, what you can do is cut them in half and then take something heavy and smash them so that they're maybe like ½ centimeter thin. One more thing is I would suggest having a rack to put the chicken on, not only after it's done with the last station, but also after you're done frying it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a chicken breast and put it in the flour, and then once it's fully coated in the flour, you're gonna shake off the excess and then put in the egg wash on both sides, fully coated, and then you're gonna take it out of there and put it into the panko and then fully coat it in the panko and then place it on your rack. to be prepared for cooking. Alrighty, so I'm gonna start off, take my chicken breast, just so you can get an idea about how thin it is. It's like that. And put it in the flour. Now they say to use one hand for wet and one hand for dry. I would agree, and makes things a lot easier. Okay, once you have the chicken breast fully coated, you're gonna shake it off to make sure there's no excess. It's gonna look like this. And you're gonna put it into the egg wash. And fully coat it. And now she's gonna take and put it in the panko. And fully coat it in the panko. And that's what your chicken should look like, fully breaded. Wow, looks perfect. My sous chef's amazing. And now you're just gonna repeat the process until you're out of chicken. Okay, the next two steps are, you're gonna do them both pretty much at the same time. We're gonna do the curry, the sauce itself, and then the oil pot for the chicken. So I'm just using avocado oil. I'm not filling up the pot an extra amount. You might want to get in here so you can see. But you're gonna make sure you have a layer of oil to cover the entire bottom. You're gonna have to flip the chicken over so it's not gonna cover the chicken as a whole, but you want like a little bit of depth in there, not too much. You're not deep frying it. And then for the curry, so for our particular box, they each have directions on the back. For ours, we're using about 5 cups of water and 2 of these things. For these, it's pretty easy. Like I said, I have 5 cups of water. You just open these bad boys up and throw these little bricklets in there. And they look like this. And they can just... For your curry sauce, you can add vegetables to it if you want to, like carrots and potatoes. Today, I'm going to be adding in a can of sliced potatoes because I like them a lot. I'm not going to add them in until it's almost done though, because I don't want these to fall apart while I'm whisking up the sauce and to get all mashy. I don't want mashed potatoes, I want slices. So for the curry sauce, the big thing about it is you just gotta whisk it until everything's smooth and the curry roux is all broken up and it's a smooth sauce. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty easy. You just whisk it up, and it takes a while, so don't be discouraged. It'll take about 5-10 minutes until this sauce is nice and the consistency of curry. It also likes to stick to the bottom a lot, so just kind of try to scrape it all off the bottom or it'll get all nasty. Once your oil's all heated up, nice and hot, you don't want it like too hot, but you want it so like if you throw a little piece of panko in that it starts fizzling up, which is what it's doing. So we're gonna add our chicken into our oil. And you wanna lay it away from you so you don't get splashed. And nice and sizzling. It's gonna take about 5 minutes to cook. You don't want to murder these, but once they get golden brown on both sides, you'll be good to go. They're so thin that they cook fairly fast. And I don't know if you can tell, but I have enough oil in there that they don't fully submerge. I probably should only do 2 at a time, but you know, your boy's lazy and I'm just doing all 4. I'm full sending, and these will cook right up pretty fast. Like I said, about 5 minutes. And wow, my sous chef is doing an amazing job with that curry. For the chicken, I like to use little tongs to flip them. Like I said, you want to give them about like 2.5-3 minutes until they're nice and golden brown before you flip them. Oh boy, they seem good. This avocado oil is working out really nice. A suggestion whenever you're cooking something is to get a spoon and try it to see if you have the flavor and consistency you need. Alright, the chicken looks like it's about ready to flip. I can see that it's a little golden brown on the edges, so I'm going to give her a quick toss over. It's not quite as golden brown as I want it, which is okay. I'm just going to flip them over. I'll just flip them over again onto this side. So it's like, it's not a big deal. It's not cooked long enough. You flip it over and then you'll just flip it again to get the nice, I like the darker gold, you know. These are probably golden brown right now. I like them a little darker. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it looks amazing. They look great. The avocado oil actually smells pretty good too. These are looking good. If the chicken's not cooking fast enough for you, it's an easy solve. Just turn the heat up a little bit, which is what I'm gonna do. All right, now that we're almost done, Dominique's gonna add in the potatoes to the curry. I'm gonna flip these chickens over one last time. Give them a little darker, maybe about a minute. And then we'll be ready to eat. Wow. Looks amazing. Now that our chicken's done, we're just gonna take them out and put them onto our rack so that the oil can drain off. You don't want no oily curry, okay? And let me tell you what, these guys look good. And now we're ready for serving. Now that everything's cooked, we're gonna plate up. So you wanna make sure you have plates that are kind of deep so you can hold all the sauce in. And you'll see why in a second. So first thing is the rice. You're gonna take up half the plate. After you have the rice on there, you're gonna take a piece of chicken. If it's too, if you want like more bite-sized pieces, you can cut it in half this way, but you don't have to. So for this, I like to cut it kind of like an angle, like this, and that's what I'm gonna do. Slice on up. I do kind of thin slices. That's just how they do it in Japan. Okay, so our camera died, but hopefully there's not much of a difference. So now we're gonna take this chicken and put it on top of the rice like so. And it looks all fancy. We're gonna take another piece of chicken, do the same thing, cut it diagonally. Well, this chicken's juicy. Get the knife under there. Bleed it on top, just like so. All right, last step is putting the curry on your plate. Get a little bit of potato in there. And I kind of like fill this up on our plate so that you'll have enough for the whole meal. Just like that. And how does that look? I think it looks amazing. This smells so freaking yummy. Okay, and here we go. 2 perfect plates of Japanese curry, chicken katsu curry. It looks amazing, smells amazing. And I can already guarantee you, it is amazing. Okay, so here you have it. Here's our curry. And it's time for us to eat and give it a try. Get a little bit of everything in there. I'm gonna scoop that chicken, the rice, and the curry.
It's so good.
Oh, that chicken tastes so good. I like this avocado oil. Ooh, the curry sauce. The actual curry is so good. I'm gonna have to take a second bite. If you're watching this video, you have to try it. You just have to try it. It's so good. But all right, thank you guys for watching the video. We appreciate you. If you're new, please give us some feedback, like and subscribe, and yeah, have a good day. I hope you guys try our curry and love it.
Also, we just recently made a new Instagram page, DNP.TV. It'll be linked in the description below. And we hope you enjoyed this video. Let us know if you make it down below. Bye!
Bye, everyone.